Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Diamond, and if you don't know me, I'm Diamond, and I'm here to help you lose weight and reclaim your health. So this video is going to be about 3 pieces of diet advice that has actually kept me fat for years, okay? So the first piece of advice that has actually kept me fat for years, that I used to hear all the time, and I'm sure you've heard this a million times too, is weight loss is all about calories in, calories out. I hate that advice. I hate that advice. Everything is about calories in, calories out. Okay? Calories in, calories out people don't focus on nutrition. Calories in, calories out people tell you that you can eat McDonald's every day and still lose weight. And then people wonder why they're still fat. They wonder why they're eating in a calorie deficit and they're still fat and they're still hungry and they can never maintain the deficit. Okay? I'm telling you this as someone that has tried the calories in, calories out method. Before I started my keto journey, I actually went on a 1,200 calorie diet where I was only eating 1,200 calories every single day. And I was still eating BS, but I was eating less BS and I was just eating it in a calorie deficit. I didn't know anything about nutrition. I didn't actually change my nutrition for the better. I just decided, okay, I'll go on a low calorie diet. Did I lose weight? Yes. Did I keep the weight off? No. And you probably won't either, because you're not actually changing your lifestyle. You're not actually changing your health for the better. You're just eating a low calorie diet. You're just eating in a calorie deficit and thinking you're going to lose weight. Okay, everything is not about calories in, calories out. And then not to mention, when it comes to calories, the net calorie amount actually can change based off of the kind of food that you're eating. Okay, I'm gonna do a full video about calories because I wanna debunk this whole thing. I want people to stop going on low calorie diets. The amount of calories can change based off of the content of the food. So I'm gonna give you an example. Let's just say you have 200 calories of protein. Let's just say it's a piece of fish. And then you have 200 calories of a donut, okay? If you have 200 calories of protein, when you ingest the protein, your body has to actually burn calories in order to fully digest protein, which means that your net calorie amount, the amount of calories that ends up actually being the surplus that you're ingesting, is less than if you were to eat 200 calories of a donut, because a donut is just sugar. All it does is just go into your bloodstream, raise your blood sugar. It doesn't really require that many calories from your body to break down and digest. But when you're eating protein, it requires calories from your body to simply digest the protein, which means even if it's the same amount of calories initially that you're eating, the net calorie amount actually changes. That is why I hate calorie counting, because it doesn't actually get to the root of the issue. The root of the issue is the kind of food you're eating. Okay, so stop listening to that advice. You would be better off focusing on eating whole, healthy foods than you would going in a calorie deficit but still eating junk food and still eating BS food. Okay, so stop letting people tell you that you can eat junk food and still lose weight. Yes, you can, and you're gonna gain it right back, because you're not changing your lifestyle. You're not changing your health for the better. You're trying to lose weight and still eat like a fat person and wondering why you keep gaining the weight back. Well, no wonder, right? So that's number 1. Now, before we get into number 2, I just want to let you guys know that I do have an ebook available. The link is down below, and it has all the information that I wish that I knew before I started my weight loss journey, okay? This book, all the information that is in this book, has helped me lose over 60 pounds in less than a year and has helped countless other people lose significant amounts of weight. If you are ready to change your life for the better, to change your health for the better and reclaim your health, get rid of your sugar cravings, no longer feel powerless to sugar and carbohydrates and all these junk foods that are out here, okay? If you want to get rid of your cravings for good, my ebook will help you do that. It is over 65 pages of extremely thorough information, and it is over a year of my own research that has helped me lose weight. Okay, so save yourself a year of research and get my book now. The link is down below. Let's get into the second piece of advice that actually kept me fat for years. Okay, the second piece of advice that kept me fat for years is eat everything in moderation. Again, hate that advice, okay? Hate that advice. Eating everything in moderation kept me fat. Why? Because when you're still eating junk food, even in moderation. You are sustaining your addiction to those foods. All you're doing is sustaining your addiction to the sugar, sustaining your addiction to the carbs. You need to change your lifestyle completely for the better. You need to completely free yourself from the addiction to these foods. Any fat person out there wanted to eat junk food in moderation. Okay, how do you think they got fat? They got fat because they couldn't eat the junk food in moderation. They wanted to only have a little bit, but they couldn't stop eating. And that's not your fault. It's the food's fault. It's a food issue. And I'm gonna make a video about this because it's not a discipline issue. It's not a discipline issue why you can't stop eating the junk food. It's actually a food issue because the food is designed to make you binge eat. And I actually am going to make another video about how the US food industry is actually investing millions of dollars into how to make this food as addictive as possible. They are investing so much money into making this food as addictive as possible and then turning around and telling you, well, you just don't have enough discipline around these foods. So if you want to lose weight, still eat it, but just don't eat it too much. It's the overeating of this food that is making you fat. Sorry about the lighting, you guys. My light died and I don't feel like charging it again, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna get back into what I was saying. So what I was saying was, they're telling you that the reason why you can't stop eating this junk food is because you just lack discipline, right? It's your fault why you can't stop eating the junk food because you can't just have a little bit. Meanwhile, they're funneling millions of dollars into how can I make this food as addictive as possible, right? Just to turn around and tell you you're fat because you ate too much, not because the food is bad for you. No, the food is terrible for you. The food is actually killing people. And let's actually get into that. It's not a discipline issue, it's a food issue. I'm gonna make a whole video about this because this is such an important point, you know, when it comes to getting rid of these unhealthy foods from your diet. A lot of people say, oh, just eat it in moderation. That's impossible for so many people. Most people that are fat wanted to stop eating the cookies. They wanted to have one cookie and stop there, but they just simply could not because the food is addictive and it's causing insulin resistance issues that is making them crave more and more and more. Okay, and it's so unfair to fat people to just tell them, well, just have one cookie, just have two cookies, don't have the whole bag. The food is addictive. It's nearly impossible for someone that has such a huge dependence to sugar to just have a little bit. So that is why I hate the advice of eat everything in moderation, because most people that are fat wanted to eat the food in moderation and they couldn't, and it's not their fault. It's the food's fault. The food is addictive. The junk food is addictive and it's harmful to their bodies. And it's about time that we just admit that and just cut it out of our diet. Number 3, the third piece of advice that has actually kept me fat for years was believing that restriction of junk food leads to binging, which is completely false. This kind of goes into point number 2, where I was saying that eating everything in moderation is terrible for you. People keep saying that if you restrict junk food, it's just gonna cause you to binge more. If you don't eat sugar, you're just gonna binge on it more, which couldn't be any further from the truth. Okay, sugar is a drug just like any other drug out there. If you cut it out of your diet completely, yes, you're gonna have cravings for a little bit and then they're gonna subside because your body is no longer dependent on the sugar. Sugar is a drug, the same way how someone, you know, takes any other substance and their body becomes dependent on it. The same thing happens with sugar. So when you're eating sugar and carbohydrates, high carb foods, your body becomes a dependent on the sugar and the carbs as an energy source. And your body is actually made to use fat as an energy source, meaning your body fat as well as dietary fat. Your body is designed to use fat as an energy source. When you're eating high carb foods and high sugar, you're training your body to use sugar as an energy source. And now your body is dependent on sugar. So when people say, well, restricting sugar is gonna cause you to binge, no, it's not. Because let me ask this question. If restriction of something is the cause of binging, why don't you see people that go vegetarian go on meat binges? If restriction caused binging, why don't you see people who cut dairy out of their diet go on dairy binges? So you mean to tell me that the restriction of sugar causes you to binge on sugar, but the restriction of anything else doesn't cause you to binge on that? Which is telling me that it's the sugar that's the problem. It's the junk food that's the problem. It's the carbs that's the problem. Because if that doesn't happen with the restriction of any other food group, what it's telling me is that it's the food, not the restriction. So that is why I hate when people say, well, if you restrict junk food, you're just gonna binge on it more. Oh, if you restrict junk food, you're gonna crave it more. I don't crave junk food because I don't eat junk food. And yes, when you cut it out of your diet, you're gonna crave it a little bit for the first few weeks, and then you're gonna get over it. Okay, it's the same way how you have to cleanse yourself of being a dependent on a certain drug. It's the same thing here. Okay, sugar is a drug, and you have to understand that and work with yourself, work with your body, cleanse yourself of the addiction, and your body will naturally tap into a state of fat burning and lose weight. Okay, so those were the 3 things that the American food industry, the American diet industry has told me that has actually kept me fat. I'm sure you've heard all these tips, and I'm sure that these tips are probably keeping you fat as well. So I hope that this was helpful. Stop listening to this advice out here that most people are telling you, because it's a lie. And the reason why they're telling you this is because they want you to stay addicted and dependent on this junk food, because they make so much money from you eating this junk food, you guys. Do you know how many billions of dollars people are making off of people being addicted to junk food, addicted to sugar, addicted to these carbs? And not only are they making money from the food, from you purchasing the food, they're also making money from you getting sick and then having to buy medication. Because remember, the United States doesn't have free healthcare. So they make money from you buying the food, then they make money from you buying medicine to reverse the effects of what the food did. And then the medicine doesn't even help you, because the medicine is made to actually subdue the symptoms and not actually reverse the symptoms. So if you actually want to reclaim your health and change your life for the better, listen to my advice. I'm going to come out with more videos on these topics, so stay tuned and comment down below what more information that you want to learn on how to reclaim your health and lose weight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was helpful, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.